My people, the time for change is now. We will not be silenced. Our voices will be heard.
In a small workshop in Ouagadougou, the air smells of sawdust and determination. Wooden planks lie scattered across the floor, and the steady rhythm of hammer and chisel echoes in the background. It doesn't look like the birthplace of innovation, but this is where one of the most surprising inventions in Africa is being crafted, a car made almost entirely of wood. At first glance, people thought it was a joke. How could something carved from wood possibly move? But when the first prototype rolled down the street, heads turned, cameras flashed, and the world started paying attention to Burkina Faso, a nation often overlooked, now driving its own story forward. Behind this new wave of creativity stands a man who believes in his people more than anyone else, President Ibrahim Traoré. To him, innovation isn't just about machines or technology. It's about pride. It's about proving that Africans don't need to wait for help from abroad to create something meaningful. When he heard that a group of local craftsmen had built a working wooden car, he didn't dismiss it. He visited them. He walked through the dusty workshop, shook their hands, and saw something far greater than wood and wheels. He saw hope, the kind of hope that can lift a nation from poverty to purpose. Traoré's message was simple. We have everything we need right here. The only thing missing is confidence in ourselves. These wooden cars are not just vehicles. They're symbols of self-reliance and innovation born from necessity, built with local tools, powered by small electric motors, and assembled by people with no formal engineering degree, just pure skill and imagination. Each curve of the car tells a story, the story of young Burkinabé, who refused to accept that innovation belongs only to the West, the story of carpenters who turned wood into wonder. Soon, videos of these wooden cars began spreading across social media. People around the world watched in disbelief. How is this possible? Who made this? Where is Burkina Faso? News outlets started calling it Africa's most creative innovation. But for the makers and for Traoré, it wasn't about global applause. It was about national pride. The president launched a local innovation initiative, encouraging young people to dream big, build locally, and take ownership of their ideas. The goal wasn't just to make cars, it was to make a mindset, to show the next generation that you don't need billions to create something powerful. You just need belief and hard work. Today, that small workshop is grown. Young men and women now gather to build not just cars, but wooden bikes, buses, and artistic models that blend tradition with modern design. Tourists visit to see these creations up close, and local schools invite the inventors to teach children how creativity can change a country's future. When you look at these wooden cars, you see more than craftsmanship. You see the spirit of a nation that refuses to be defined by poverty. You see the dream of an Africa that builds with its own hands and drives towards its own destiny. In the words of Ibrahim Traoré, they told us we are poor, but we are not poor. We are rich in ideas, in strength, and in the will to stand tall. As the sun sets over Ouagadougou, the workshop still hums with life. The car, polished and gleaming, stands proudly outside, a reminder that greatness often begins in the simplest of places. Burkina Faso's wooden cars may not be luxurious, they may not break speed records, but they have already done something far greater. They have ignited belief, and in a world that measures progress by wealth and machines, Burkina Faso has chosen a different road, one built from wood, faith, and courage. Because in the end, true innovation isn't about what you build, it's about believing that you can.